everyone. I want to welcome you to this webinar about the My Smart Foods line. I am really excited to do this and have you all learn a little bit more about it. I want to begin by introducing myself. My name is Anna Correa Desmond. I am a teacher. This is my husband, Billy Desmond. He is a firefighter, paramedic, and a personal trainer. These are our two boys, Dawson and Connor, who are now 10 and 12 years old. Billy and I are both very passionate about encouraging and educating people to nourish their bodies from the inside out. Like many of you, I have tried many diets, trying to figure out what works best and how I could be the healthiest. I tried paleo, South Beach, vegan, low carb, low fat, low sugar diets. You name it, I tried it. I struggled for years about having a healthy mindset and understanding what I should be eating and why. It was more about what I looked like on the outside than what I was doing to my body on the inside. So I am extremely passionate about what is going on inside our bodies and sharing it with others. This is not just a weight loss program. We have people who do this program who have autoimmune disorders, who want better digestive health, who want to control their diabetes, or just want to feel better and want to optimize their health. This program is for everybody, and it's about optimal health. So my husband and I founded Belief Health Team a few years ago with a mission. We have a common goal and passion for creating a healthier future by providing others with better lifestyles through optimal nutrition. If you have been curious about what we do, we educate, we encourage people to live healthier, happier, more productive lives through programs, online webinars, and support groups. So now I want to take you into the inside of our bodies. I know we don't do that very often and we don't think about that very often, but it will be a game changer for you. How many of you actually thought about your cells today? Not many of us, but this is really important because we think about what we see, but we rarely think about what we don't see. We need to think about how healthy our cells are because this is where life begins. It all begins at a cellular level. If you want to have pretty hair, pretty skin or nails, or you want to be fit and healthy and feel great, it has to start at a cellular level. What I have learned is that it is so important what you do today because it will result in how you feel tomorrow, 20 years from now, and even 30 years from now. This is where disease starts if you do not begin nourishing your body today at a cellular level. At some point in your life, sooner or later, your health will be your number one concern. It is really amazing what has to happen in our bodies for there to be life. Every day, our heart beats more than 100,000 times. 2,000 gallons of blood are pumped through 60,000 miles of blood vessels. In order for this to work, we have to eat. And what we eat depends on how well our bodies will work. Here is an analogy of the cells. We are looking at them in a petri dish through the lens of a microscope. The cell on the left is a healthy human cell. The one in the middle is the same cell after a typical fast food meal. And the one on the right is the same cell when you have antioxidants in your body. The easiest way to explain this process is when we think of an apple. After we cut an apple, we leave it sitting on the counter, the apple will start to turn brown. That is called oxidation. The same thing happens to guacamole. It starts to turn brown. Oxidation is what leads to degenerative diseases. So what do we do to that apple or guacamole to preserve it? We add lemon or lime to it. Most people think it is the acid in the lemon or lime that is preventing it from turning brown, but it is the vitamin C. It is actually the antioxidants in the vitamin C stopping it from turning brown. So the oxidation is taking place, and the only way to prevent that is by adding antioxidants. So look again at this slide. The one on the right eats a healthy diet and takes good vitamins. It will not be as damaged as the cell lacking antioxidants. Antioxidants protect your cells from oxidation. And unfortunately, oxidation happens all the time. We cannot stop it from happening, so we need to protect ourselves. We can slow down oxidation and help protect ourselves so that we have more defense mechanisms in our body, so that we do not have as much damage to our cells. This is what leads to cancer, stroke, and heart disease. When I learned this, it was such an eye-opener. So I often ask myself, Anna, are you having a good cell day today? I know that sounds crazy, but I think to myself, am I getting the nutrients I need for my body? Are my kids getting the nutrients they need in their bodies? It's not about what you can't have. Think about all the things you can have, all the fruits and vegetables. It is more about abundance. I want to live and be the healthiest I can be. So let's take a look at the next slide. Isn't it beautiful? Antioxidants come from fruits and vegetables. All of the foods you see on this screen do not have labels. They are not from a box, and their color was not injected into them artificially. This is what our bodies were designed to eat. God created these foods knowing they were filled with antioxidants and would keep us healthy and strong. Now, I want you to focus on as many fresh fruits and vegetables as you can. So what does your grocery cart look like when you go to the grocery store? I know sometimes we want to buy what is most convenient, and sometimes it's okay. We are in a hurry, we are going to a party, or we're having a celebration. But if it looks like the one on the left all the time, you need to start making changes. You want your grocery cart to look like the one on the right, like a rainbow. If you are a parent listening right now, get your kids involved. See how many colors they can get into the grocery cart. Teach them what it means to eat whole foods. It is never too late. Here's Dr. Linus Pauling. I don't know how many of you have ever heard of him before. He has an amazing quote. Here it is. Nearly all diseases can be traced to a nutritional deficiency. He was a double Nobel Peace Prize winner for chemistry and peace. He says it best. Optimal nutrition is the medicine of the future. Let's take a look at some of the things people are suffering from today. Most of these struggles are being treated by medicine. Instead, we should be treating what's going on from the inside out. A lot of these things can be helped by good nutrition. My oldest son has ADHD and is on the spectrum, and I have seen amazing victories in his life since he started on a vitamin and probiotic program and started eating whole foods. It has been a complete turnaround in his life. Here is an example of some degenerative diseases. Unfortunately, people are plagued by the leading causes of premature death. 1 in 3 have cancer. That means 1 out of every 3 people listening to this webinar will have cancer. 1 in 8 women will suffer from breast cancer. 1 in 10 men will suffer from prostate cancer. And diabetes is growing more and more rampant among children. So because of all the highly processed and high glycemic food we are eating today, it is causing more and more degenerative diseases. This slide explains it really well, and it was very freeing for me. So if you can, I want you to take notes and really, really listen. I want to teach you about blood sugars. The goal is to get your blood sugars on that steady green line in the middle and off the red line, off that red roller coaster. That is the glycemic roller coaster, the blood sugar roller coaster. And most of us are on it without even knowing it. By being on that roller coaster, you are going to experience a lot of health issues you wish you didn't have. Understanding this glycemic index could be the solution. This red roller coaster causes a lot of inflammation in your body and causes free radicals. If you struggle with low energy or feeling weak, or you struggle with weight around your middle, or you have cravings for salty or sweet foods, headaches, mental fogginess, and uncontrollable hunger, all of this affects your lifestyle and those around you, whether you are at work or at home. The glycemic index measures a food and how it spikes your blood sugar. So if I say I eat jelly beans, my blood sugar is going to spike very quickly. So they are considered a high glycemic food, where something like almonds will not spike my blood sugar as much and is considered a low glycemic food. When your blood sugar spikes, your body sends a signal to release insulin. Insulin is a fat storage hormone. Yuck, no thank you. I'm going to say that again. Insulin is a fat storage hormone. Write that down. It also causes a lot of inflammation in your body. Insulin gets your blood sugars to come down, but now you crash and you feel horrible 15 minutes later. The higher the spike, the lower the crash. We have all experienced that carb crash before. And once you crash, now you have low blood sugar and your body releases cortisol and you begin to feel irritable, moody, tired, and the cravings begin again and again. And you wonder why? Well, it's because you now have low blood sugar. So our goal in teaching you this and taking you through this program is to get you off this roller coaster and level out your blood sugars. We have worked with hundreds of people and have seen amazing results, and it is why we keep doing this. I personally do this program every 3 months, 4 times a year. I do it because I want to feel better and get my blood sugar stabilized. It really is incredible how you will feel when you go through this program. I cannot say it enough. I have even worked with diabetics who have tested their blood sugars before and after the program, and they are amazed at what happens when they eat low glycemic. When you eat low glycemic, the opposite is going to be true of all those negative things that I just mentioned. You will have less cravings and you will lose weight. Yes, a good side effect to this program to good nutrition is losing weight. The main purpose of this program is to get your blood sugars on the green line. The effects are weight loss, reduced inflammation in your body, and less cravings. You will hear us talk a lot about that. It's because your blood sugars are getting perfectly balanced and you are giving your body a clean slate. So here is a simple slide of the glycemic index. So anything under 50 is considered low glycemic. Medium foods are anywhere between 50 and 70, and high glycemic foods are anywhere from 70 and above. We will give you more of these insights throughout this program, and there are also great apps that you can find. I really like to keep them handy on my phone, so whenever I come across a food that I don't really know or I'm not sure about, I can check on that app. You will be well educated and you will see that things that are highly processed are high glycemic, and green veggies and tart fruits and almonds are low glycemic. A lot of people say to me, but Anna, I don't crave sugar. I crave salty food. Well, if you look at the pretzels on this slide, they spike your blood sugar more than white table sugar. Yet when you read the label on the pretzel bag, it says no sugar, low carb, low fat, all those key words I used to look for on a bag. They have tricked you and they have tricked me into thinking they were healthy for us and our kids. Go for almonds instead of pretzels. I promise you will feel better. Also, the white flour in those pretzels has been stripped of all the fiber and the nutrients, and it spikes your blood sugar just as much or more than table sugar. So you really want to stay away from those high glycemic foods. Here's another great visual of the ideal plate. When you are eating, you want a variety of proteins, vegetables, fruits, and whole grains, healthy fats, and lots of water. We also need to realize some of the things in our life might be playing a role in the choices we make in our food. Sometimes our busy, stressful lives cause us to miss meals, and then we get home and we are starving. I know that happens to me all the time. I am a teacher, and sometimes it's hard for me to get a drink of water or get my lunch, and by the time I get home, I am ravenous. We are going to work on this full time. Our goal is not to keep you on shakes and bars forever, but to help you transition and break some habits. You don't need to eat less, you just have to eat right. I love this slide. It is so freeing for me, and it will be for you too, especially for those of you who, like me, used to count calories. I eat more now than I ever have before. It is about eating the right food that is going to nourish your cells, and once you are mindful of that, you will be amazed at all the great foods you can eat. Here are some healthy tips for living. Shop the perimeter of the grocery store. That's where you're going to find most of your healthy fruits and vegetables and lean meats. Buy colorful fruits and veggies, lean meats, eggs, and nuts. Those are great protein snacks to have on hand. Wash and prep your food right away when you get home. When I get home, I have my kids help me wash, chop, and prep fruits and vegetables. We portion them out in baggies or containers, and it makes it so much easier for them to grab a healthy snack during the week. Make extra when you cook to use throughout the week. We do Sunday setup on Belief Health Team every week, and it has been a lifesaver on those busy weeks when you are running around to baseball, Boy Scout, or dance, or whatever it is that you're doing with your kids. When you set up healthy meals that can last you throughout the week, you know that your kids and your family are getting healthy food. So I always try and make extra. Another tip, which is very important and has become a habit for me, is to eat every 2 to 3 hours. One of our Believe Health Team coaches actually put a reminder on her cell phone to alert her to eat every 3 hours. Our lives are so busy, and before you know it, 3 hours have gone by and we haven't eaten anything. It is so important to keep your body fueled throughout the day. Supplement with a high-quality multivitamin, fish oil, and probiotic. You will be getting this in your 28-day My Smart Kickstart Deluxe package. Drink water and green tea and wean yourself from artificial sweeteners. I have a great friend who wanted to do the program to wean herself off of diet soda. She would have at least 3 a day. Since she started this program, she has not touched another diet soda. Sure, she had a few headaches in the beginning. That's okay. That was her body detoxing from all of the artificial junk. She is now diet soda free, and I am happy to say she is now healthier and happier. So here are the My Smart Foods. What I love best about having a product partner that is science-based is their research and development team of scientists. They have over 70 scientists on staff that have created a food line that is clean, convenient, great tasting, great for you, and completely personalized. When I first saw this, I was so excited to try it. And since the launch of our new food line, we have seen amazing results. Basically, this program is a low glycemic detox program that will set you up for optimal health and an optimal lifestyle. Like I showed you earlier on the glycemic index, the purpose is to get your blood sugars balanced. The shakes are amazing, and my kids, my husband, and I have one every morning. You have a choice of soy, plant, or whey as your base, an option to add more protein, more fiber, and even choose your flavor optimizers. They are perfectly balanced to have a healthy ratio of macronutrients. They have 0 sugars, people, 0 sugars. And the carbohydrate content is too low to even test on the glycemic index. So yes, 0 sugars. Can I get a hooray? They are nutritionally balanced with healthy carbs, beneficial fats from coconut oil, and they are completely GMO free. So what is the science behind these foods? They have simple and pure ingredients with only 13 total ingredients in each shake base. And they have a lot of protein. They have a balance of healthy macronutrients, advanced fats from coconut oil. They are research validated and totally personalized with options like soy, plant, or whey. There's 8 grams of fiber, so if you struggle with constipation or being regular, this is really going to help. Let me just tell you that we do not use artificial sweeteners, which is really good. With only 12 grams of carbs, and 8 of those are coming from fiber. We have been swayed in our society to think that carbs are bad for us. Carbs are not the enemy. I thought that for years, but carbohydrates are the primary source of energy for our body, and fibers are indigestible carbohydrates that provide a crazy amount of health benefits. Your brain needs carbohydrates to function. I drink 1 or 2 of these shakes every single day. Here is a great picture of some of the shakes we have made and all the different recipes that you can do, and we will share more with you throughout the program. That is me on day 4 of the My Smart Kickstart, enjoying my carrot cake shake. It is so yummy. Here is an astonishing fact. Snacks make up about 500 calories per day, and if you are like me, I love to snack. And I love to snack on a good snack bar. So lucky for you, here are the bars that you will be getting on your program. They come in a variety of flavors. They are packed with protein. They are gluten-free, non-GMO protein, and delicious. My boys get one in their lunchbox every day, and it is my go-to for my mid-morning snack. They come in peanut butter, dark chocolate, coconut cashew, and berry nutty. They are also a very low glycemic snack. The level of available carbs in the bars is also too low to effectively test them for the glycemic index. So what do you need for optimal health? You need a balance of micronutrients and macronutrients. We've talked a little bit about macronutrients. Macro means big. It's the food that we eat, carbs, fats, proteins. Micronutrients means small. The vitamins, the minerals, the phytonutrients or phytochemicals that comes from plants, the antioxidants, and even water. In this program, you are also going to be getting the #1 rated multivitamin and double distilled fish oil for your micronutrients. Let's talk about the vitamins here for a minute. They are high quality, safe, and have received a 5-star gold rating for purity and potency. Here's something that is really alarming. So here is the apple test. We spoke about how guacamole or an apple left on the table will brown and begin to oxidize. The apple in these 2 cups represents oxidation. If your vitamin is working, it should prevent the apple from turning brown. It should prevent it from oxidizing. Here is the USANA Mega Antioxidant, and the one next to it is a Centrum Multivitamin. I don't know about you, but I certainly do not want my cells to look black and gray. And take a look at the prenatal vitamins. That is just a crime to me. I cannot believe that they have these on the shelves in our stores. I want to talk to you a little bit about RDA versus optimal levels for a minute. I want to go over the supplements because they are really, really important. And a lot of people who do this program tell me, oh, Anna, I'll just drink the shakes and eat the bars, but I already have vitamins, or I don't like to take vitamins. I want to just talk about this a little bit. So the RDA, or the recommended daily allowance, was established back in the 1940s when the soldiers went to war and would get scurvy or rickets due to low levels of vitamin C. The RDA hasn't changed since World War II. That's over 70 years ago. Think of all the things in our lives that have changed since then. The quality of our food is not the same. Everything is mass-produced with more chemicals, and it takes longer to get it to our plate. We are not getting the amount of nutrients in our food that we got 70 years ago. So here is an analogy of the lawn. Which would you rather have? Sure, they're both alive, but one is thriving and the other one definitely is not. The bottom line is we need higher levels than what was recommended 70 years ago. So you would have to eat approximately 22,000 calories and spend more than $33 per day to get the same amount of nutrients found in a daily dose of the essentials, which, lucky for you, they come with this program. Yay! Now, don't be surprised when you start taking these vitamins and you go to the bathroom. It will be neon. That is natural. That is normal. It is the riboflavin in the vitamins. Vitamin B2. So this to me is my added health insurance. If I am not getting what I need through my food, whether it's biotin or vitamin E or vitamin C, I know that I am getting it here. I want my cells to have everything they need, not just to live, but to thrive. I had to add this slide. I want to talk to you about the probiotics now because I absolutely love this product. I have everybody in my house, including my 2 boys, taking the probiotics. It is so important for good gut health. I just love it. They are high quality with different strains that can survive the acidic environment of your stomach. I put it directly on my tongue, or I stir it in my shake after I have blended it. You don't want to blend the probiotics, but you can definitely stir it in after it's been blended. My kids love the taste of it, so they like to put it right on their tongue. They said it tastes like a sugar cookie, and they always ask for more. All of your food is absorbed in your gut, so your gut health is crucial. It's also known as the second brain. And this is why 80% of your immune system starts in your gut, and 95% of your serotonin starts in your gut. So needless to say, we really want our gut to be healthy so that the rest of our body and cells can really thrive physically and mentally. Here's something that is really cool that we do. We can customize your vitamins. After the program, you can continue with the same vitamin pack that you had, or you can customize it, personalize it to fit your needs. Here are mine and my husband's customized pack with our names on them. At the bottom are the vitamins our boys take every day. The Body Rocks, which is for teens. The Biomega, which is our fish oil that is mercury-free and double distilled for purity. It is an amazing product that we have. So, are supplements a solution? Why do I continue to recommend these vitamins? Does it matter what kind of vitamins you take? I was blown away when I found out that the supplement industry in the United States of America is not regulated. That just blows my mind. It means that I can get together with anyone and package a vitamin and sell it on the shelf. So do you know where your vitamins are made and what is in them? Do the apple test and see what happens to the apple after sitting in filtered water for 48 hours or 5 days. Do your vitamins have a potency guarantee? There are companies out there that have had their vitamins taken off the shelf because of false claims, only to have them put on the shelves again a few days later. So here is a great book that rates all the vitamins. It is called The Comparative Guide to Nutritional Supplements. When people ask me or tell me what they are taking, I can easily look it up. You can see that USANA has 5 stars, 5 gold stars, and you can read some of the other brands here that barely even have 1 star. USANA uses quality raw materials that have quality manufacturing. They offer a 100% potency and purity guarantee. They have third-party validation, and they are taken by hundreds of elite athletes. So Dr. Wentz is somebody I would like to introduce you to. We all know who Dr. Oz is on the left, but Dr. Wentz, the man on the right, is the key reason that Believe Health Team partnered up with USANA. He has a PhD in microbiology and immunology. You can look him up. USANA is publicly traded, and they are very public about everything they do. He opened Gall Laboratories in the 1970s, and he studied infectious disease and invented the Epstein-Barr virus test kit, what they test mono for and continue to do so today. He won the Albert Einstein Award for being the leading scientist in keeping human cells alive in a petri dish for over 20 years. He kept human cells alive in a petri dish for over 20 years at optimal levels. That is crazy. So USANA means true health in Greek. This man is a scientist, not a businessman. So this company is science-based. We make our products in a FDA-registered facility. So it is not run by businessmen in business suits. It is run by scientists in lab coats. Here are a few of the different programs we offer. The 7-day Jumpstart, the Transform, or the Maintain phase, which is actually what I live on. In this program, you will receive some great info on things like what you can eat and what you should avoid. You will also be getting lots of great ideas and recipes here in our meal plan that I have personally tested myself and are absolutely delicious. We will discuss meal prepping and ideas on how to stock up your pantry, your fridge, and your freezer. Here are a few of my meal preps that I like to do on Sundays. They really have been a lifesaver for me and have really helped keep me accountable. So the price sheet for our 14-day Kickstart package and our Kickstart Deluxe package. The only difference is with the Deluxe package, you will receive the #1 rated multivitamin and fish oil, which I highly, highly recommend. You will also receive the bonus of meals and shake recipes, an exercise guide, and an online support group of like-minded people with over a dozen health coaches. So I want to leave you with this last slide. Your desire to change must be greater than your desire to stay the same. If you want something you have never had, then you have to do something that you have never done. We are here to support you. We are here to encourage you. We are here to educate you along the way. And we know that you can do this.